I think the train of reform that everybody was waiting for in 2012 clearly stayed at the station. So there has been repeated, and probably we will hear that again, calls for we want to reform, we want to internationalize. But when you see the facts is that the privatization of state-owned enterprises that was supposed to happen with a dose of private, that is not happening. The state-owned enterprise reform that was supposed to make more room for competition, you see gigantic monopolies who are being created. One of them actually had a consequence on France because there was this merger between these two big rolling stock companies that forced Alstom and Siemens to react and create a giant on their own. So we see these rules about car-making companies where there's basically this implicit protectionism about having a share of electric cars. But basically this is a...
Why? Why is this happening?
Well, it's difficult to understand. My own personal opinion is that there was this perception that the future was to be prepared for future generation, for the smooth transition of the economy, and this had great results in the last 20 years. The rise out of poverty of many people was significant. Now we're entering a knowledge-based economy where you need to be open, where you need to attract talent from all over the world, where you need to bring back the talent which is in Silicon Valley. But when you talk with most of people, they don't necessarily want to return. And a lot of people in Beijing or in Shanghai are thinking about, what should we do? Of course, you have these, I would say, technology companies, which are basically the good face of China outside, and they are very respectable and very impressive. But the economy itself is still driven by infrastructure and export, and very little by consumption. Consumption stayed approximately at the same level. And the graph you showed tells it all, is that the state is maneuvering. It's a very smart state. I have doubts that you prepare really the 21st century with that.